this is Rosa RCG Kreations. How are you? I'm bringing to you a new project. Something I remember I said I was learning some other videos. I'm learning different mediums and different things to spread my horizons. Anyway, let me make sure. You know, I'm going to double check. Make sure I'm in focus. Okay, yeah, you're in. Just want to make sure. Okay, what I've done here is this is watercolor paper. And then I've done regular cardstock. I believe this is the Nina White 110 pound. You know what? I don't think so. I think this is the 65 pound. And then I gessoed it with this Diana Weekly Media White Gesso. White Gesso basically is a primer. And let me open it up for you. It's kind of like a paint. It's kind of like acrylic paint. And if you don't have this, from what I've read, I've been watching this for a couple of weeks now and watched a bunch of videos, doing some stuff on Google, and you know, just trying to get as much medium as I can, knowledge as I can to find out what works, what doesn't work. So I went ahead and experimented today. And the primer, it's just like primer, when you primer a house on a wall, painting on a wall, is you get your regular cardstock, whatever it is, and then you prime it so the color on top stays and sets. And that's exactly what we're doing with the gelatos. Today's video is about the gelatos. I only have a few. Yeah, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want to like it. Do I want to go through the effort of all the stuff that you have to do with it? Because I don't know nothing about gelatos. But I saw this on one of Jen Evers at Quality Craft. She did a video on her channel, Jen Evers, about gelatos. And I go, oh, this is neat. And it's just, you know, something different, a new way of adding backgrounds, adding color, and something different. So I'm just gonna. I wanted to start off small, so I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 colors. Okay, so here is the one with the gesso, and then here is the watercolor. Okay, so two different things, and you can see there's two different colors. But what you do is, here is a sample. This one is watercolor paper. That all I did was put some, I used this one here, it's called iced coffee, and I just put some on your mat, then you squirt water, because these are water based, just gelatos are water based, so you squirt that on there, and then you could use your fingers, you can see them all colored, use your finger and then smooth it on there, or you can use a brush and smooth it on there, or you can use a palette knife and smooth it on there. It's totally up to you however you want to do it. And the thinner it is, it's easier to smooth on. But I kind of wanted a grungy look because of the color of this iced coffee. So this is what I wanted. I got what I wanted. I wanted a grungy look. Now if you want to put it on stencils, you would do the same thing. Get your craft mat or a glass mat, something that you know you can work around with. Just put some on here. You can scrub crayon, color out on there, or break a bit of this with your spatula. Here's another little spatula I like to use, and then break that off. In fact, I'll show you right now. Let's see, you've got some little breaks right there, and let me get another piece of watercolor. Now just spray it with some water on it, and I'm going to use this same one, and there you go. I'm squeezing it, I'm crushing the gesso, excuse me, the gelatos to make my own color. And you see here on the spatula, push down on it because you want all that color from the gelatos to get on your mat. So, there you go. Let me get myself my brush. You could use a water brush or any other regular brush with some water, whatever you want to do. And I'm just taking it off of there. And then I'm just going to apply it. And I'm not doing it in any order, no sequence, no whatever. I'm just getting wherever I get's what I get. Okay, add just a little bit more water, smooth it out. Because I'm going for the grunge look today. I know that's not Rosa, but Rosa's getting out her shell. Rose is gonna evolve into new things, learning new things. Okay, so that worked out good. Then all you do is just get spray it and get a wet wipe, and then you wipe it off, and then see how easy it comes right off. So that's clean. So it's easy. It's really an easy cleanup mess. And then you just wipe down your mat. And I'm using the Tim Holtz travel media mat. I'm going to squirt it one more time, turn my wipey around, get a clean piece. I just want to make sure all that color is off, that's all. I just don't want to contaminate with another color on the next project that I do. And I'm wiping down the entire mat. Okay, so there's the grungy look. You can leave it just like that, let it dry, and then you're set and you're good to go. Well, there's a piece of paper towel. Okay, and you're all set. I really do kind of like that look, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you something different. You can add your water to it, because the gelatos are water soluble, and you move it around. And then move the paper around, or you can get your brush and move the color around. See how it's doing the entire background? I still have the main color, which is what I wanted, but now I got the whole thing because I didn't want any white on the background. I'm going for, I don't want white at all. And I'm going through one way, one stroke, one way. I don't want to go all over the place because I already did that originally. This is just a look that I'm going for, that's all. My classes from art school and college and high school are coming back to me now. Okay, there we go. Now you see. But you see here now, the main impressions, which is what I wanted for the grungy look, are there. But then I've just used the extra water from the brush to give you my background. Then you just lay it to the side, let it dry. Spray your mat, spray your brush, get your little wipey, or just take this to the sink, which is what I would do. I'm going to take it to the sink and I'll just wash it, but I'm going to leave it here for right now. Let me put this over to the side so I know I need to wash that. And then just get your wipey with the water, and you wiped out your mat. And you're good to go on that. So what I've done, you could do the exact same thing that I just did, and you put it over a stencil. And I'm using the Tim Holtz collection. He doesn't go by name, he goes by number. And then I just put it on top, and then I got my sponge and I dipped it in the ink, and I dipped it over the stencil. And that's how I got the look. But this one is just plain cardstock, and there's no gesso on the cardstock. It's just plain cardstock. But I wanted, again, I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone, the messy look. Me personally, it's bugging me because my OCD is kicking in, and it's like, oh, it's not supposed to do this. But again, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. But see how messy it is right here? It's all running together. And then here's the perfect little dots. Well, I wanted that. This is what I was going for. And if you see, it kind of has a little shimmer to it, because some of these gessos are plain and some of them have a metallic look to it. I think what they're saying, from what I've seen in a bunch of videos, like this one's called metallic mint. This one is metallic blueberry. This one, it's wore out. There's no name to it. But it doesn't look like there's any metallic to it whatsoever. So I think this is just a solid color. And all these other ones I believe are metallic. But this one's called Ice. So it's kind of shimmery, but it's not as shiny as the metallic. And I'm sorry, I'm an old lady. I can't read this fine lighting. I even got my little, I have this in my purse. I've had this for years. It's a little magnifier. That still doesn't even work. It's just like, oh, I need to go. I just got new glasses too, like maybe just before the COVID virus hit. So that was what, March? I think it was February. We got new glasses, my husband and I, and it was like, okay, so these are glasses that, but I think it's just me, and it's just, the fine print is just too fine. I can't read them all. So I don't know what these other colors are. So anyway, so it's kind of a blue, a greeny, a light purple, kind of a deep purple actually. And then this one is kind of a light purple. Yeah, see the difference between the two purples? And then this is kind of a pinky, rosy color, red. And then the iced coffee one I just did sample on. And then this kind of a peachy brownie color. I don't know what it says. I can't read. It's iced. Oh, I think it says iced rose. That's what it looks like. I think that's what that is. So anyway, so there's that. And you can use the white gesso to prime your paper. And I did, yeah, here it is. It was drying over here to the side. And I used the gesso on this one, which did not have it on this one. Okay. And then, so I primed it, and then I did the same thing. I just sponged it over the exact same stencil. So here's the two different looks. Again, I was going for the grungy look. So I got kind of what I wanted. To me, I think this is a big mess. I personally don't care for it. But a lot of people out there are doing it. I'm going to learn something new. I guess this is just my old school in me. I would trash these two. But I'm not going to. I'm going to make them into something. I'm going to make them into, they're going to be a background page and something. And I'll be back and I'll show you what I ended up doing with both of those. Thank you so much. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm double checking to make sure the recording's on. Hey, I'm back. Okay, here is the completed card that I just made. And this one is, there's that one that, remember I said, I just don't get it. I don't like it, but oh well. So I went ahead and just added these little round, little square dot circles. And I just put this little embellishment. This is a store-bought embellishment. And that's the inside of the card. There, that's one. And I just got a regular little A2 envelope. Nothing special. I may decorate the outside, I may not. It just depends. And then here's the other one. I went ahead and cut that one down. This is one I really liked. And you can kind of, I'm hoping you can see the shine. And moving it sideways. Let's see on that sparkle, because that the gelatos there were a little, it's a shimmery, I mean, I can really see it in real life here. I'm not for sure if you can see it here on the camera. And then I just edged with just regular ink. I used the Stampin' Up! Flirty Flamingo ink to put around there. And I made this one just into a pink, just as a friend. And then happy birthday card, because I'm doing birthday cards for our church. And then this is my favorite one of all. I love this technique with the dry brush. And the wet down gelatos. And I just put some foil. Don't pay attention to my foil. This is my very first foil technique. I've got a bunch of foil. I've never done it. I finally went ahead and just did it. And you can see where I messed up. But that's okay. You know what? I'm okay with that. Because this is my first one. And this is just going to be for me for practice. I'm not going to give this to anybody. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But I wanted to leave the focal point being on the base card here. So let's just make a wish with a little butterfly, a little flower rose there. And my little foil. I do like the foil though. I like that foil. And then the inside says Hope your birthday is perfect in every way. And what I did is I stamped it with the VersaFine, and then I embossed it with the clear embossing powder. So you see how it kind of looks like a little bit of a fuzzy look? I did that on purpose because I wanted to kind of offset it with my script on my printout of the musical notes. So I wanted to stay in the same color theme of the gray, the off tones, the blacks, and the kind of fuzziness because of the gray here on the musical notes. So I did that on purpose, and I did it also on the front of the card just to make it all stay together. Oh, now see, you know what? It's starting to fall off because this is a thicker one. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry I had a coughing spout there, though. That was got to me. I'm only getting a few every couple, 3 or 4 times a day. Before it was all day long. You know, it's been 2 months. And this COVID stuff is still kicking my butt. But anyway, I'm up and awake. But anyway, what I was getting to is, when you're using thick cardstock or like watercolor, you have to really make sure you put glue on all the corners. So I'm going to go back and redo this again because you can see it's starting to lift. And it's starting to lift right here on this side right there. So I'm going to go back and reinforce that. But I like the look. You know, I got the grunge look, which is what I was going for with the Gelatos and the dry brush. And I didn't take away from the focal point, which I wanted it to be the card front. But I just, you know, I added a little color with the rose and the butterfly. And that's that one. And I just used a regular old envelope. These are store-bought envelopes. But thank you so very much for watching. We'll catch you at the next video. Oh, forgot. Another one I forgot. Here's the other one. I inked it with the stamping pad. Lavender lace for stamping up. And then here's that other grungy look. Okay. Stamped. Oops, sorry, it's upside down. Stamped it, says happy birthday. And then there's my, the Gina K glitter gel that I colored and inked with my own re-inker. And then this is just some paper that I had, colored paper. And then I went ahead and actually this wasn't supposed to be there, but I messed up and I got ink and I could not erase it with my mono eraser. It just wouldn't come off, so I just stuck this on there as a focal point to match with this flower here. And then the little card just says time for cake. So the front of the card says happy birthday. And then the in front says time for cake with I just colored with my sparkle pens. You might be able to see some of the sparkle on the candle and the cake. I don't know, but and then here's the matching envelope that I made with the same paper. I made my own envelopes. If you see here, I got the point here, but on here I went ahead and cut it off just to give myself a different look. And so this is matching. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like and share. Place any comments, and we will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.